for Monday, April the 6th. I'll go ahead and say that the City Council work session will be conducted virtually again, with council members conferencing into City Hall. In accordance with the state of emergency declared by the Missouri Governor, Executive Order Number 5, and the Cass County Health Department Order Number 20-06 requiring shelter at home, the public will not be present. So we will now go ahead and move into the agenda, and the only item on the agenda this evening is the August 2020 no tax increase GO bond issue, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Feuerborn to again kind of give us another preview. Feuerborn.
Thank you, Your Honor. I had sent the council today the bond issue project list that you all had approved at work session on December 2nd, that was then going to be coming to you all in formal ordinance format to put it on to the April 2020 ballot at the second meeting of December and the first meeting of January, which would have given us time to file by the final Tuesday in January. The City Council will remember that in light of all of the items that were going to be placed on the April ballot relative to some other political subdivisions here in Cass County, I had made the recommendation that we put this particular issuance off and these projects off for a no tax increase GO bond issue in August. In order to have that on the ballot in August, we will need to have a reading of the ordinances that would have taken place in December and January. Reading of those ordinances needs to take place 1 week from tonight, and then subsequently on May 11th, because there is no meeting on Memorial Day in May, and then we would file these issues on Tuesday, May 26th, which is the deadline for filing. One of the advantages that we will have this year is 1 week after the filing deadline for this particular bond issue, there will be the Cass County issue on June 2nd that will determine whether or not the Cass Library and the South Metro issues pass, and you'll remember that both of those issues involve a tax increase. That will give us time, should those be unsuccessful, to get back with the county if the council so wishes and ask them to withdraw our item before that particular deadline comes up. So it would give us the opportunity to analyze the June 2nd election and determine whether or not we wanted to proceed with August. For that reason, and with that kind of flexibility in place, I would be recommending to the council tonight that you give me a thumbs up to go ahead and put this on for first reading of the ordinance and the ballot language for you all's review next Monday night. And that is the sole reason for this evening's meeting and having this item on, is just to get a thumbs up from you all to go ahead and bring this forward formally next week. That concludes staff report, sir.
So hopefully you've all had an opportunity to review it again. The items, there are 9 items for streets totaling $17,345,200 and parks of $5,850,000, excuse me. So I didn't know if anybody had any input they would like to provide at this time, or if there's any concerns about moving forward with this at this time. As you know, the June ballot is now the old April ballot, the June 2nd ballot, which will hopefully, by the time we've had an opportunity to put this item together for purposes of ballot in August, we can see the results of June 2nd to see how the other taxing entities bond issues and how they are received by the community. And hopefully it'll give us enough time to get together in a work session and decide whether or not we wish to continue to move forward for August, or if there's an indication that we might need to delay and possibly wait until next April of 2021. So at this time, I'd go ahead and open it up for discussion. Does anybody have anything they'd like to discuss with regard to any or all of those items.
Mr. Mayor, this is Councilmember Holman.
Mr. Holman?
Sir, I'm in favor of this as I was before, and I think we should proceed, especially in light of the information presented by you and Mr. Fearborn tonight.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else have any input? Anyone? Is everybody looking at a consensus? Kind of give me a thumbs up. I know the two that are non-video, I've got 5 yeses there. Mr. Berenson, are you feeling comfortable? Ms. Abdelgawad?
Sure. Mr. Mayor, my thumb is currently in the upward position.
Thank you.
We're good.
Mr. Mayor, this is Councilmember Abdelgawad. I agree as well.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. We do have a reason, or let's just say, is there anything else before we move into moving into an executive session? Because we do need to move into one. Anybody else have anything? Mr. Fearborn, you have anything else?
We do not, sir.
Okay. I would entertain a motion to move into executive session.
Mr. Mayor, this is Councilmember Holman.
Mr. Holman?
Sir, I move that we, at this time, move into executive session to discuss litigation matters. I apologize, I do not have the state statute numbers in front of me, nor do I have them memorized. However, I'm sure that Mr. Zur has them at his disposal should that need to be part of the motion.
Thank you, sir. Is there a second?
Mr. Mayor, this is Councilmember Barber.
Yes, sir.
I will second the motion.
Thank you. The motion's been made and seconded that we move into executive session under litigation matters as authorized by 6.610.021, parent 1. Any further discussion? Mr. Zur, could I please have the roll call?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd be happy to do so. Councilman Barber.
Yes.
Councilman Holman.
Yes.
Councilman Circo.
Yes.
Councilman Townsend.
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdelgawad.
Yes.
Councilman Berenson.
Yes.
Very good. You have a unanimous vote to go into executive session.
Thank you. We will now move into executive session. Mr. Burke?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't get to vote, but I
Councilman
say
Burke.